Good evening, Chestermere. Today is March 30th. The confirmed cases of COVID-19 have again increased in Alberta and now stand at 690. Sadly, there have been 8 fatalities. In Chestermere, we have 6 confirmed cases. Today, we are announcing more detailed measures for businesses in Chestermere to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Before that, I want to take a moment to review last week's announcement about closing some of our major park features. We have heard some questions about whether our trails and pathways are still open. Yes, they are. However, the provincial regulations changed today. Effective immediately, those in quarantine or self-isolation are not allowed to go for walks or leave their property. If you are healthy and are not under self-isolation, you are welcome to take walks and take your dogs out, provided that you are 2 meters, that's 6 feet, away from anyone who does not live in your household. As a reminder, all beaches, playgrounds, skate parks, bicycle parks, basketball courts, tennis courts, and the pavilion at John Peak Park are closed. In addition, please clean up after your pet when you're out for a walk. We all need to do our part so everyone can enjoy fresh air in a clean and safe environment. Before our Director of Emergency Management tells you about the new restrictions, I'd like to encourage you to participate in an online social media initiative that the City has introduced on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. Help us brighten up your feeds by posting positive stories and pictures of how your neighborhood, friends and family, and local organizations are supporting one another during COVID-19, and we will do the same. Use our hashtag, #WeCanDoItChestermere, to share your stories. It will take all of us working together to slow the spread of this deadly virus. But with your partnership, we can do it, Chestermere. And now, over to Bernie for the latest local restrictions and updates.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, Chestermere. As the Mayor mentioned, the confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Alberta and in Canada continue to rise, including right here in our own community. As part of our continued and proactive measures to keep our community safe, over the weekend we amended our local restrictions order so that all non-essential businesses must close. We have also added new operating requirements for businesses that do remain open to keep our community safe. These new requirements specifically address now mandatory physical distancing requirements in places like grocery stores. It also requires that all people hand sanitize when they enter establishments that are still open. And these establishments must have hand sanitizing offerings for their customers. For the most part, we have had very good physical and social distancing practices in the community, and hand sanitizing practices as well. But there have been those individuals not following these practices. We've received calls into the Emergency Command Center through our tip line on this issue. To you, I say this is no longer a request, a best practice, something you should do. It is now something that you must do for yourself, for your family, for your community. Social distancing is a requirement, and so too is hand sanitizing when entering any commercial establishment. Our new measure also addresses taxi and rideshare services and self-serve car washes. Automated car washes are fine, but self-serve car washes may continue to operate so long as all spray guns, handles, vacuum stations, and keypads are sanitized and disinfected after each use. This is to protect the public. The businesses must provide the service as part of requirements in order to continue to operate. And we also require that all coin-operated machines or keypads be sanitized and disinfected after each use, and any coins removed from the machine must be sanitized and disinfected and dried daily. For livery, taxi, and rideshare services, they may continue to operate in Chestermere as long as the interior of the vehicle is fully and regularly disinfected and sanitized. We also require that there be only one passenger per vehicle, and this passenger sits in the rear seat, and that rear seat must be sanitized and disinfected by the driver after each passenger pickup or drop-off. Any taxi or rideshare passenger displaying signs of illness may be refused service, and no driver is permitted to drive if the driver is unwell. The only exception will be made for service providers transporting someone to a medical facility as a patient. Any such transport must be immediately reported to the Chestermere Emergency Management Agency and Alberta Health Services at 811. These new measures are to protect you, to protect all of us. As an enforcement measure, any business that breaches the closure or operational requirements may have its business license suspended or revoked and may be subject to a fine of up to $10,000. The details of these orders are available on our website at chestermere.ca/COVID-19. I'd like again to clarify and reinforce the Mayor's, Premier's, and Prime Minister's message, along with the Medical Officer of Health's message. We are nowhere close to seeing the end of this pandemic, but we can control the spread. And all travelers returning to Canada must self-isolate at home as a quarantine measure for 14 days. This is the law under the Quarantine Act. This means that you cannot leave your property, apartment, or residence. As the province's Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Hinshaw, announced today, you cannot go for walks or leave your property until your quarantine period is over. Please save lives and please stay inside. We can do this, Chestermere. Together as a community, we can do this. While our confirmed cases has increased and we can keep it from rising, we can keep people from getting sick. But again, if you notice a person or a business who is not following these required protocols needed to keep our community safe, please call our COVID-19 tip line at 403-207-8143. Again, 403-207-8143. Every call, every tip will be followed up on. In conclusion, I need to send out my immense gratitude to all Chestermerians and businesses for your partnership and your resilience in the face of this crisis. To our dedicated team of city staff and our Emergency Command Center and Emergency Management team, to all of you, I say a sincere thank you. Thank you so very much, and I'm proud of how well we are working together as a team for the entire community. Finally, everyone, please remember to wash your hands rigorously and frequently. Keep your hands away from your face. Stay at least 2 meters from others. Stay home if you're sick. Call 811 if you have COVID-19 symptoms, and call 911 if you are in medical distress. As always, you can find updated information, resources, and frequently asked questions on our website at chestermere.ca/COVID-19. Please know that we remain steadfast in our dedication to protecting our community, and we will continue to take whatever additional steps are needed to keep you safe. We can do this, Chestermere. Thank you, God bless, and good night.